concluded. We're ready to write them off and say, nah, it's just going to be the same old thing. But it has not been that. It's been really entertaining. And G2, with the addition of niko, look absolutely wild. So big welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be G2 on the CT side, MIBR on the T side. We are starting on NUKE in this best of 3, and we're going to get right into it. Casual taps, and he runs right past. That's a pretty good, it was a dangerous thing to do, but he just avoids sure death there. Could have been the end.
Ooh, fake, and now it's going to be on Hunter here. Needs to find that shot, and he's not going to manage it. KNG takes down his teammate niko. Already niko out of the pistol. That's a lot of firepower dead for G2. But all 4 players from G2 coming in from heaven, looking to just swarm over this bomb site together, trying to find pot shots right now, but they are losing these duels. It's still a man advantage for MIBR.
They got the smoke down as well, I think, somewhere there on the ground. So we'll see. Nice shot from Hamanek. He had to hit that. They're already defusing. They have the kit and everything. Another second and it'll be it. There we go. I don't think they realized that that defuse was happening. And Hunter, adding insult to injury, will take down another 2. Oh.
How, if you're G2, can you expect all 4 players from MIBR to come through the same spot? That's the main thing. They've got to be standing over there at some point thinking, well, yeah, I mean, at some point somebody's got to come from over here, like Squeak, Lobby, Main, you know, something, right?
Yeah.
And no, everybody just threw the same spot there, and that has definitely thrown MIBR for a little bit of a loop. G2 snake the pistol round. Managed to pick that up, and well, now it's going to be the 4th spy out of MIBR. They got that bomb plant, and they feel like they've got a chance, so they're going for the double AK Galil buy with the scout from KNG. KNG was popping off yesterday, too. He had his moments, definitely creating many opportunities, especially here on NUKE.
Oh, yeah.
So it'll be exciting to see if he can repeat that performance today.
I mean, they're all going to have to really step it up here against G2 because, again, the firepower on G2 is just so ridiculous. So, surely, they're going to need everyone to make this one work. Let's just find out here. Some UMPs as well in the mix. niko. Tapping but not connecting. Kenny nearly getting caught. And a grenade on top. Ooh, he's going to get taken down. That's a nice little crouch in. They're going to catch niko out in the open. That's 2 kills for Leo with really no rebuttal at all. Look at this, they're waiting, yeah.
He didn't see him.
It looked like the bullet went right through him.
Yeah, I don't even know. Nice. Dude, Leo, he's just come alive in this round. 3 kills for him. That AK working wonders. And now Hunter and Emanek, last 2 alive here for G2, and it's not going to be for long as TRK picks off Hunter. And Emanek down, you know, all by his lonesome towards that B site. Doubt he's going to see any action. Although they are working their way down here. They don't seem to have any idea where this guy is.
The only way that he could do anything is if they showed up with a bomb at 10 seconds left and he just sniped away a kill. But they have changed their mind. Yeah, it's all good. What an impressive second round for MIBR to be picking up. I mean, that's right after losing the pistol in a close fashion, but still losing it. And then you come back with this AKs. You wrap around. We're gonna have to hope that. I don't think Kenny will be struggling. I mean, but it was a rough game yesterday that he had on Inferno, right?
Yeah.
You obviously would love individually for him to have a little bit more of a revival game, start a little bit stronger. Can't be dealing with any more Kenny sad faces, can we? It's too hard.
No, it's too painful. Kenny is such a good guy, and well, I mean, you just hate to see him underperform. Ooh, nicely up. $600. Emanek will be happy about that. He recovers a grenade. Alright, solid save. He'll be carrying that over, but it is still a disastrous result there for G2, letting MIBR tie things up 1-1, resets their money. 1,400 you can see across the board here for G2 apart from Emanek. And yeah, just a whole lot of misery, really. If you're G2, this is not the start you were hoping for. MIBR did not wait long in just smacking you across the side of the head.
Yeah, they are pretty quick to take their revenge. But it's so early on that it's a little bit too soon to really make any kind of prediction. Small bang, some nice grenades landing on niko. It's going to blow him up. Then they're just going to slow it down here. And I mean, these are all the things that, especially for a new and fiery team like this MIBR lineup, yeah, it's great if they can win, rounds just based on aim and all the rest of it, and get some strong fights going their way. But I'm always interested to see if they can survive, sort of safely make their way through rounds like these, where they don't make any silly mistakes, they don't get so overzealous that they start go hunting and throw away stuff. And it doesn't seem like that's what they're doing right here. So yeah, still kind of grouped up. No one's really being left alone. quite well defended in case there's any kind of a lobby crunch, which is such a dangerous thing on this map from the CT side if they start to do that. So yeah, there's super small details for MIBR to have down, but as we all know, you know, sometimes even quite high-level teams will make some absurd mistakes and give away rounds that they should not be doing.
Certainly.
Right, I know. Yeah, they're just rocking it.
Seen a few rounds like that so far this tournament, Anders.
Yes, we have.
Pretty sure you're still dwelling on Astralis short dust 2 yesterday, beginning of the half.
Listen, I don't let that go easily.
Kind of let G2 get back into it.
I know it's all fashionable to you know, just be the big man and just like, you know, lick over, but
Turn the other cheek.
sometimes it's nice to hold on to a grudge for a little bit, you know. it can be a little bit therapeutic, you know.
Listen, the correct kind of grudge holding. I mean, that's just a lot of motivation right there.
Right, you know, like can't just be letting Astralis think that they can slot right back into that, you know, mythical position that they had earlier in Counter-Strike, I guess. But yeah, they're gonna have to work for it to get back there, at least in my mind. 4th round, KNG outside. Here he's got some backup, and again, that's great to see. It's a little detail, but yeah, they're not just sending one person out here to lose a rifle, and I enjoy that. Mac 10 on Leo, and he's already got 2 kills. He's down to 1 health, and leaving Nexa in a 1 versus 5. So looking like a 3-1 early on for the Brazilian side.
Yeah.
We haven't seen any celebration cams. That's the best part of Brazilian Counter-Strike.
It's true. I'm wondering, are they giving us the energy right now?
So it's going to be coming. If they don't
giving us
go back.
that hype.
The hype is guaranteed, Semler.
Well, so far,
Nice shot. Pick up that AK-47. They could chase him with maybe a couple of people. I don't think they have a very good reason to do that. But yeah, I mean, if you're feeling it, then maybe go take that AK away.
this map pick ban has got me a little concerned.
Oh yeah?
Well, because obviously, okay, so the chain of logic is obvious here, Anders, right? So G2 beat FURIA on NUKE, but Astralis beat G2 on NUKE.
So you're thinking,
But so MIBR beat FURIA
all right,
on NUKE. So if MIBR,
there's this is, yeah,
this is obvious.
I wish I could remember, but this is like a betting fallacy. Like, I guess it is like chain logic or something like. No, but it is. It's so tempting to think that way. I mean, like I mean, I guess that's why we call it a fallacy. Right? It does. You know, it does. You think like, oh yeah, but if they beat them and then they beat the other team, and then in the end we can
That
find out.
obviously makes them better than the other team.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't. Unfortunately, things don't transfer in that way from one game to another. But you know what? I still appreciate it. I think it's like, I mean, we've got to go for something. We don't really know that much about either team right now, so I guess we've got to try. Quick trade here, as it is Hunter for TRK, but then KNG coming in with a very important kill. Just patient there. Not that it was the most, you know, hype kill of all time, but he did get it anyway. Amanek revealing his position up here with a kill, taking down Leo. They're swinging against him, and he's got no backup in here. And finally, Nexa showing up, but it's going to be too late, and KNG will land that shot. Pretty much, I think, would have been dead if he hadn't. But I think Amanek was feeling very lonely up on the rafters there for a long time.
That's a seriously monster shot coming in, and well, KNG's got that smoke. He's holding it. Unscopes. niko may have a chance. But KNG hits the shot first. Want to see it from his perspective, because it didn't look like niko could see anything there through that smoke. KNG, though, will find that kill. Makes it look clean. This is the first one. The second.
Yeah, really good stuff. 8-1 and on KNG. He's only died the one time. He's got that AWP in hand. Said earlier he was one to watch whenever the sniping is going on, and it's definitely true. Molotov up here. Hunter has found a slightly, just an angle where not everything is on fire, which is probably good news. But they are back to not that impressive weaponry at the moment here.
Yeah, back to square one, essentially. And, well, a little bit frustrating here for G2. MIBR are the team, really, that are just, it feels like they've got nothing to lose. Big show, first big show for them since things have gone south with the roster. The old one, that is. we are getting a real wake-up call as to just the amount of talent that is in the South American scene. I mean, TRK just coming alive on this roster. He's a heavy hitter now. But Leo and VSM have also had their moments.
Definitely have. There was a whole free VSM thing going on yesterday, I noticed. People were up in arms. Yeah, it's been really interesting. Good shot from Nexus, still 45 seconds, and that headshot immediately would have been really interesting. But I think now they can probably get this under control and just secure the round. I even noticed there was some sort of slight animosity amongst different people to sort of say, it almost feels like the original MIBR lineup were holding everyone else down. Which actually, that's actually something we recognize from other scenes. That's what happened in Sweden in the beginning under NIP, right? You just did, I mean, like either people were so far behind, or they were waiting for maybe they could join NIP if someone, you know, it was just a that.
Oh,
that
you
happens,
mean in
right?
that way? I mean, there's also NIP. Just when you join NIP, it's your fault, right?
Yeah,
Never
that's
forget
true.
Michael Lille.
True, you get pushed in there, and you're like, oh no, it's not working. Week 1, new guy.
Yeah, exactly. Or you know, it's like, oh, we're having poor results. It's definitely this guy. And yeah, I think that was the point, for example, that Thorn was making earlier. Also, Thorn got pretty spicy in terms of the puke bucket, needing a puke bucket. But
He did, yeah.
yeah, I enjoy it. I usually enjoy sweets. But that is a point, right? Whereas you can have the roster, the old roster, that is bringing in these players and then not allowing those players to really show themselves, to show what they're capable of. And it seems like that's the point that some people are making right now going into this. Or coming out of these matches where we get to see what these players are doing versus some of the best teams.
Yeah, I mean, we're certainly learning something. It's not. I don't think it's clear what we're learning yet, but it's definitely. You know, I wish we had even more examples and data on it. I mean, an ancient sort of an ancient discussion point that I've always tried to mention is maybe people should stop swapping in one player at a time. And if you want to make roster change, you almost have to make more than one at a time. Nice shot there. Kenny not seeing much, but somehow Leo. How did he get that close so quickly?
On top of it, Johnny on the spot in that lobby.
Wow. That's interesting. Well, still a man advantage for G2, looking for their second round. And Lucas will get the kill on Nexus, so back in a 3-on-3. They know Nico's going to be here. They still make the jump, and he's happy to stand in the fire. And that was probably completely avoidable. Ooh, no scope coming in from Amanek, and I think that will save it. Some just one slight mistake there, maybe for MIBR.
Yeah, that's unfortunate from KNG. Like, could have taken advantage of that Molotov, but it just doesn't happen. Timing does not line up for him. And now 50 seconds on the clock. They knew exactly where Lucas was playing from as well, and so no reason for G2 to make any sudden movements, make any plays. Just let the guy run into your crosshairs at this point. There it is. Amanek hits the shot. Second round on the board for G2 on the CT side of Nuke. 5 rounds though for T side.
So much money.
MIBR.
They have so much money in the bank. I didn't even notice, but yeah.
Just kind of slowly creeps up there, yeah. KNG definitely gonna have plenty.
Yeah, that's so interesting. 8th round, and this could be a perfectly reasonable jumping off point. I think 5-2 looks a little bit grim for G2. I don't think it actually is. I think they could pretty quickly turn this around if they could just start to pull it together like this. Hunter, excellent spray. Oh, that must have been near the last bullet. We're going to need a slow motion replay. I want to know if it was the second to last or the last one, but it was one or the other. TRK and KNG now, 2 versus 5. They tried, they put everything on that, blowing up the door, and then just continue a grenade through, and Hunter said, you know what, I'll close my eyes and just see what happens.
You know what works better than grenades? Whole bunch of bullets.
It's true, isn't it? At least in the game, right?
In Counter-Strike, yeah.
Don't know how it would work, you know, in the real world, but
yeah, HEs wouldn't be much fun in the real world.
Definitely not. Yeah, this is a quick end to a round. Lots of confusion when you run around like this, because if you're MIBR, do you count that as a strategy that didn't work, or do you count that strategy you never even tried and you said, well, you know what, like, I mean, if we do it again, what are the chances that it'll happen the same way? Like, it's hard to know if you should cross it off the list at that point in time, or what you should really do. But for G2, it is amazing. Just to recover the point from earlier, where we were rudely interrupted by the Counter-Strike action. I think it's worth thinking about it. One thing is what type of player you have. Like, it makes sense if you remove an AWPer from a team, that you add another AWPer.
Sure.
And that's great. Like, that's a sort of a role way to look at the game. But just imagine you have 5 friends and one of them, you know, just has a certain energy and fills a certain role within. Like, we're not talking about Counter-Strike. You got people over movie nights, 5 people, and one of them is just like a specific, like he has energy. You know, maybe takes up more space than the other, makes some jokes or whatever. If you just say, well, okay, well, we're gonna find a new friend that's like you, and we'll just try and move him in here. And if everyone's expectation is that it's gonna be, you know, the same movie night, that probably won't be the case, right? And then people very likely just again social dynamics, right? People will start to look at that new guy and be like, I don't know, you just should you really fit in here, you know? Like it was better when someone else was here earlier, right? I think that's part that people sometimes completely miss is that there is a social element to the game. Unfortunately, it's the one that is the hardest for everyone to report and talk about because so much of that happens inside the teams and doesn't so often get out. But it would be Counter-Strike would be a much more interesting esports if we had more insight into that. That's all I'm saying.
Well, this is all the behind-the-scenes stuff, right?
Yeah.
Give us those, the cameras on the coaches, cameras on the teams, in the house. Actually, just put cameras in every room.
Listen, I am ready for the Counter-Strike reality TV mix-up. I think it's great. Like the WWE Counter-Strike stuff.
Yeah, but we tried doing that. Oh, we had something like that. Remember that?
I do remember. And it was great.
That was fun. Good times.
I enjoyed it, so, you know. Just bring that back just with all of the known players that we know. Yeah, I think I can't see how it couldn't work out. Might be a couple of ways in which you couldn't. Could also destroy the whole scene. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, exactly.
But
you could just add to it.
listen, I'm ready to roll those dice.
You know, it's like Drive to Survive. You know, like CS. You could have something like that, right?
Exactly. We have over a minute left. Strong presence outside for G2, so they're not going to be fooled by anything. Much less of a presence inside. Hunter, that triple spray down needs to be replicated, but they're not coming straight at you this time, and he is going to go down. Leo, huge double entry, and G2 need to think really hard about whether or not they even want to go for this retake. That's not a very well defended bomb site at all. In fact, it's almost so badly defended, you almost wish they just played retake on it.
It's just, I really like it from MIBR. It's straightforward. Just big death ball group. If he the likelihood of Hunter getting a double spray from that position,
yeah.
If they figure out that that's where he likes to hold, it's going to be very, very hard. That's a big one. niko not going to be able to bring one back, however, but Nexa takes down VSM. It's a 2-on-2 retake scenario. Now bomb's ticking. Not a whole lot of time, though. They need to get in here quick, and it's not going to happen. I think Kenny decides to back off. Oh, no, never mind. Hits the shot, but he doesn't have the time for the defuse.
Oh, Leo with a quad kill. I mean, he would have had, if he had aced it, and he wins the round anyway, but if he had, that would have been something. He's really exploding right now early on the first half here. Yeah.
What's going on with niko?
I don't know. He got naded earlier. Maybe that's it.
His ears are still ringing.
That could be. Look at the hype.
Oh, what? I love it. They have MIBR wife beaters.
Listen, I'm sure they have everything.
wait. That guy's got a FURIA thing on.
I know. I was so confused.
I was so confused.
Listen, it doesn't matter. He was obviously a badass anyway. He, like, just glasses and everything. All right, quick trade. niko going down. And as you briefly alluded to, niko not having the best game right now. So as long as they can keep his output low, it's going to be good. Oh, that grenade, though, it'll chase him down. Okay. They're still going to lose the round, but he should be dead already. Oh, well. And that was Hunter with another triple to defend the bomb site.
Yeah, Hunter.
That was a good defense.
Yeah, but Hunter feels very confident. It seems on this map. It seems like that's a kind of a trend where he tends to get damage in.
Yeah. Definitely looking quite strong at the moment. We'll see. Surely they're gonna eventually go and fight. They don't have that much money, but it's a long time, a whole minute to be waiting. Are they gonna do that to us? Are they gonna ride it out?
Right. On NUKE versus Astralis, Hunter dropped 27 frags.
Well, that is a good thing to have in the back of your mind if you're on the G2 side and you're getting a little bit nervous. Although again, you shouldn't be. It's about to be 6-4. It's perfectly acceptable, perfectly fine. No reason to really panic at all at the moment.
Curious to see if it was the same thing versus, versus FURIA. Yeah, Hunter dropped 26 frags versus FURIA on NUKE. So clearly Hunter is just feeling NUKE right now. Like this is his home map.
Yeah, a bit of a trend starting. That's excellent. It's good to have that kind of a player. Usually niko doesn't go missing for very many rounds in a row, so If he also steps it in.
Yeah, and keep in mind, I mean, Dust 2's next. This is MIBR's pick, Nuke. But G2 picked Dust 2. And while we all saw niko just drop, what, 38 frags yesterday versus Astralis on Dust 2? An absolute beating. In regulation.
Yeah, that was really interesting game, wasn't it?
Just total savagery. But there we go. The round, TRK does manage to survive with 2 HP, so he will live to fight in this round with that AK Kevlar. And now, well, 4 rounds on the board for G2 on the CT side of Nuke. MIBR sitting at a comfortable 6 on their T side, and the multi-nades into main once again, really trying to put some pressure. Amanet catches lining them up, though. Catches them lined up and pop. Squeaky, rather.
Wow. I can't believe that. That did so much damage. They're still downstairs. Oh, this is such an interesting twitch. If this is straight up 4-on-5 with that much damage on Lucas and KNG, I don't think MIBR win the round. But now that the bomb is down, G2, I think they're going to be really surprised. And they're going to have a hard time figuring out where the rest of the MIBR members are. Leo's out hunting. He actually tags him up. He's running him down. And he's going to get the kill. Man, he's such an effective player right now, Leo. It's great fun to watch. And now KNG on the flank. Leo, he's called it out already. He's been told by his teammate that someone's made it there. So actually, KNG doesn't have a guess. He knows he's not walked the other way. Nice shot from Lucas. And now they're down there. Bomb inside of the smoke. And they're already on it. He's running through, trying to guess it, but he cannot. Oh, it's so close. If he would have had that kill, that would have been it. They barely get the defuse. G2, though, on 5 rounds. And what a tremendous round it was.
So close. That's unreal that they managed to get that bomb planted and ticking. They really do ramp up the pressure on G2 with that play at MIBR. But Hunter's just got eyes in the back of his head. He hears the footsteps and is able to turn around just in time to stay alive in that. If he goes down on that flank, it's all over. Oh, nice save.
It's so close. It was so close to next to not even really being able to see him there.
Leo trying to make plays, but not this time. And it is going to be Deagles. Across the board now for MIBR. We've lost VSM out in the yard, and the rest of them, or at least 2 of them, gathered up here at ramp.
Yeah, and this is where they just need to hang tight, G2.
Yeah.
Don't do anything silly. Build the money, keep going.
Don't get too close. Crossfire established, set up, and TRK has been spotted out on top of the silo, taking pot shots, and there it is! Hits the headshot on niko. So gross.
You know all you're doing is making niko mad for the next map. It's like the most stable strategy on Nuke in the current metagame. But whether you use it or not, you almost always throw that wall. I don't think they've done it that much. So maybe that's what we're, you know, that could be a route to go here, but it looks like there's maybe not. Blowing everything up.
All the questions, Anders.
Yeah.
Again with the aggression on the yard, though. Pushing up very close.
How does he take that much damage from just a Molotov?
Does KNG spot? Whoa.
Wow.
He's up on big red, and they still don't take that peek. KNG. Oh, this is the shot that got hit yesterday. There it is. Takes down Lucas, gets the follow-up on KNG, walks right in. 2 kills for G2 to kick things off. Kenny with a strong start in the round.
That, I don't even know. That almost feel like KNG surely must have known that that was not going to be a good place to run, but maybe it's a position you almost never call out, so it could be kind of hard to do. Leo is, again, just really aggressive with those entries. Going to be taking down Kenny. Still a little bit of ways to go before they get back into this round. 4-on-3.
Leo knows no fear. At least that's the feeling you get watching him play right now. He has got quite a bit of confidence. He also gets hype when you get that camera on him. Stands up at the end of the round.
Yeah, it's really, really good. Smoke, but there's a huge gap. Intentionally so, you have to assume, for him to sneak through. Try and take a peek. But it's all the way behind the vent there. Hunter in the corner. They don't have any grenades to get rid of him, so they're going to have to go and check it manually. 20 seconds, and there's the check. Leo, another kill in the round, and he nearly gets that one. Can't even believe he even survived it. That is so close. But Leo is just an incredibly effective player. Again, I've got to say it, so much credit to him for the way that he's playing this game at the moment. 2-on-2, Molotov on niko, and if he gets it behind there, that will put a lot of pressure on them. They don't have a smoke currently picked up, so they would have to essentially run for it. And where? No, he never puts it out. Oh no, that could have been a bit of a mistake. And the swing comes in. TRK, big double for him as well. And MIBR pick up a 7th round.
Super clean. Double peak both times there for MIBR. So confident in that play. And this was Kenny just getting caught by Leo to kick things off. Leo really opening it up. Winning this duel versus Hunter was critical. And then just doing work, TRK. Fantastic stuff here at the end to keep it all together. 7 rounds on the board now for MIBR. They take the lead. So much hype on MIBR. It's crazy.
I know, it's, you know, you just live vicariously through it. It's, you know.
I'm just astounded because how do you maintain that? It's stressful enough playing the game as it is, round after round. But if you're burning energy like that as well, to those guys, it's got to feel like they're running a marathon at the end of every day.
Secret is that they're always hyped up.
Sure. It's just a perpetual state.
Yeah. It's just the normal for them. They don't even think about it.
They're like guys like Cameron Haynes or whatever who just run marathons every day, literally. Like what? It ain't no thing.
That's exactly right. That's what they're all about.
Fair enough.
So I just think it's so much more enjoyable. Let's see. There is a player down there towards ramp. You're still in the position to fall back if need be. Nexa. Yeah. Oh, he's thinking twice about it. Wants to go back for a peek. This is where it gets really dangerous being a ramp player. When you sort of second guess that, yeah, he's going to fall back this time. I don't mind that he does it, but it really can backfire. KNG walking in and catching Hunter completely. And that is a problem for this A defense for sure. Kenny missing a chance. He's not going to have many more, but he'll take care of that one. Finally gets caught, and Amanek scoped up, couldn't see what was happening right below him. And KNG will line up that kill easily. And they know exactly where Nexa was. So 2-on-1. They have a Molotov. They're going to have the bomb plant here. This will be a very, very tricky clutch.
So difficult. Molly going down on Hut as well. Door is open though. Nexa, not sure if Lucas was close enough to hear the footsteps. But there's a chance here for Nexa. If he swings wide, he will be able to spot. No, never mind. He misses the timing. Lucas is into the Hut now. And this has now become an impossible situation for Nexa. If he pulls this off, it is one of the god tier clutches so far in this tournament. 1v2 should be impossible here, given the post-plant positions.
And there's no kit either. I don't know if there's one on the ground somewhere, but if there isn't, it's definitely done. He's going to tap it once, but yeah, now he's finally picked one up. I think it's way too late. KNG coming in. Nice quad kill on him. And another round for the Brazilian side. Moving into the 15th, last of the half. But yeah, that was, I don't know. He had none of the tools needed, Nexa, to make that work.
Yeah, no smoke. And once Lucas gets in the Hut, that's it. If he catches Lucas in the open, then maybe, right? Because then it's just a 1v1, and you kind of have an idea where the other guy might be.
Woo!
Hey, there we go. Fan cams are in. You can hop on. I saw King Boo in there.
So we need to add more frames in there eventually.
Yeah, it's sick. All the fans joining in. But it is now the 15th round, last round of this first half. MIBR on the T side looking excellent. Big rounds going their way, and once again, looking to take this fight. And I mean, this is the correct call to make. Amanek is going to be hard-pressed to hold. Kenny is close with the CZ75, sets up on the top, and so far the triangle holds for G2, looking really good here.
They had almost no money at all going into this round, and they've made so much out of it. KNG, the last alive, at least for a minute here. He's got 15 health left, and there should be all... Oh, he actually connects with that shot. Oh, he wants to do it again. Well, we would have had to arrest him if he had the second shot as well. That would have been way too much. 15 health, 1 minute. But yeah, I mean, as cool as it is to see them just use the raw power of being that aggressive, you see how it backfires in a round like this. Because that was just pistols holding it, and it could have just given a round potentially away here to G2.
All the CZ75s.
Well, yeah, they are pretty effective when especially we got 3 of them crossfired like that. So 35 seconds. I don't mind that he's sneaking around and looking for this, but eventually it's going to have to be more, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes, to hit the one. They should be buddied up. Yeah, and they are buddied up, Nexa. So does KNG realize this? That would be good fundamentals to assume that they are watching each other's backs.
14 seconds.
Oh, he doesn't see the gun barrel. And there are the footsteps. 10 seconds now. Has to make the run for it. Has to pick up this bomb and then stick it or hit the headshot. it looked like he was going to hit that.
Off in that first half, but I don't think they did enough to completely shake G2 out of this map, and that's kind of what they needed to do. I actually think they need to win this map here, so a lot is on the line. Let's see how it goes now that MIBR are on the CT side and G2 are on the T side. Smoke there, yeah. Leo is coming in to join. That's probably good news. They're actually both going to go up on the HUD. All right. Does make it harder for them to rotate. Oh, they're going to boost all the way up. Fair play.
That timing. And Leo still gets toasted down to half HP. Interesting. But it is a vent drop coming in for G2. They managed to thread the needle. They're down onto the lower site. A little bit of a spot there from the BSM. Let's manage to pick up a kill, however. Leo gets caught on the rotation. Hunter giving his team a man advantage early on as the bomb gets planted. And another headshot on KNG. I'm curious to see... Oh, there it is. Niko, man, I was just about to mention. Doesn't even need any help. Amanek is going to find that headshot on Lucas, and it is definitely looking very good here for G2 in this pistol. KNG catching out Hunter on the rotate, though. Kenyas goes down. It's Nexa now holding the line, and he gets 2 kills. Woo. Big plays coming in from G2. Just the man advantage. Simple. I was kind of curious to see if Niko here. I'm getting flashbacks to Kenny's performance on Inferno yesterday, where had Kenny gotten a few more kills, things would have looked a little different for G2. Same could be said here on Nuke for Niko, right? If he starts waking up and starts hitting some shots, life can get very life can get very difficult for MIBR.
Absolutely, yes. And VSM is actually the same amount of kills, so you know there's also that factor on the MIBR side. They both have a couple of players that could step it up a little bit, so really worth watching for. That kind of a round where the T side gets down to the lower bomb side and get the bomb down before you even really, you're even able to rotate. That's hard to deal with even at the best of times when you have all the grenades that you need. But in a pistol round, man, I'm shocked that it even got that close. I can't even believe that MIBR made it a 1-on-2 at the end there. Mm-hmm. That's never easy. And Hunter, yeah, once they're down here, he could just try and hold it. Wouldn't be such a bad idea. I was going to say, this is where if they get silently down somehow, I don't know if the vent has been popped, but you're going to have a heart attack if you're just holding that Molotov. I don't even think they should move. Just save what you have. Like, you already know where this is going. You've already heard it. It's done. Taking a long time, G2, but I'm not sure if MIBR should be trying. Maybe. Oh, the problem is with that kill is that it does lure you into thinking, all right, 4-on-5, maybe we should.
The bait is real.
They're being really patient.
I think they're just trying to play the clock because they realize that bomb has only just gone down. They still have time to maneuver. And, well, dropping down vents. Hunter with the hard hold. 2 kills with that UMP. Loads of money getting injected into his pockets. And Amanek only going to be able to take 1 with him. So it is a 2-on-2 scenario. Bit risky with the peek there from Hunter. But he's just setting it up now as they try and push onto this side. Should be an easy shot. KNG is going to be able to trade it 1 for 1, but now this should be done as far as KNG is concerned.
Man.
Bomb goes boom.
I mean, fair play. They did manage to do some decent damage, so... but so yeah, but it's... I mean, it happens so often, doesn't it? You just get a little smell of that success, and you just think, all right, we're good to go. It never works out that way, does it?
Not quite. But I mean, it's about as good a start as you can get right now for G2. 2 rounds on the T side, and taking the lead here on the map on Nuke, which is MIBR's map pick. So it stumped our analysts. MIBR in the first half, we're definitely showing some big fight. But I mean, if G2 start chaining some rounds together on the T side, it's going to get difficult here for the Brazilians. Definitely a wait-and-see kind of moment. But Hunter has just really come alive on this map as he's just been leading the charge the entire time, leading it with 18 kills right now.
They're ready for it this time. Look at it.
Yeah.
All over this bomb site. KNG dead. Now the question is, does Hunter realize? Does he think maybe it could be walking into a 4-man stack? They should still win this fight, G2, but you never know. A minute left. Grenades going up towards the ramp. More Molotovs raining in. Leo getting displaced by them. Actually turns around, and Lucas even Flash is going to get that 1 kill. Good return from Kenny. That's important. I think, yeah, now they realize this is a stack, and we actually have time to go to the A-bomb site, so let's just do that instead.
Plenty of time. Bomb is going to get planted. Hunter is waiting on the rotations. Sure enough, there it is. One more kill to his name. 20 kills so far this map. Nexa finds the Lucas on the flank, and it is double digits now for G2, T side. And MIBR, after getting beaten up on, they do manage to get a buy round going now. So we get VSM with the AUG. We've seen more and more AUG play, interestingly enough. Amanek was using it for G2 on their CT side. Now we're going to get VSM with the scoped rifle.
Yeah, there just are a couple of people who are enjoying it. I really like that. I like that there's just a little bit of variety in what weapons people use. So happy with the way that it's working out at the minute. I think the big change here has got to be KNG and that wild AWP of his. Because he has been doing so much for MIBR in the first half. And it's the first time he's able to afford it here in the second half. So got some high expectations. Charging through his Amanek, and KNG not quite hitting that shot. He's lining up for a second one. But, oh, niko is going to be there. And Lucas goes down next. And I would say, again, I know I've been saying this a lot, but it's probably worth it to save. Leo going to get caught. Nexa waiting around the lobby. Wow, yeah, that's a rough round. Yeah.
Taking the fight long range with the UMP.
Listen, you've got to admire it, right?
Hey, he was brave. You're right.
Let me try that.
He shall know no fear. And decides to take that fight. Doesn't work out for him. But this is definitely looking like G2 picking up that 11th round. And they're looking pretty confident here, G2. MIBR struggling, although right now VSM is just collecting kills, really abusing the range of that dog.
But that is still probably worth it for G2.
Yeah.
Even if they lost some teammates in the middle of that fight, I think that's
net. They've got full round loss bonus. Even if they win a round, they're only going to lose one round off of that. It's they have room to maneuver here for MIBR.
I wonder how we would all feel about the game if we turned it back to that style of reset. If we would be like, man, this is so, you know, because it could feel pretty deflating if you're like, yeah, they won a round and now they actually got punished for winning a round because they lost the next one, and you're like, oh, sure, oh, cool, you know. I don't know, maybe our mentality. Oh, Leo, Stone Cold does finally move when they actually shoot at him, but that was.
It's tough to say. I mean, I guess it's everything kind of leads here. Maybe you need this economy system just because the pistols, the SMGs, everything hit so hard now.
Yeah.
So now it's just like, all right, we need to constantly get money so everybody goes by. And that's how we balance this.
Step one of phasing out all the business. Just don't even have any.
Sign me up.
I think things are working out all right at the moment. I don't know if they're perfect. They're probably never perfect. Oh, dualies, KNG, Leo, so much success behind this. And that's against, you know, a lot of weapons on the G2 side. They come up with a one-man lead. And still 40 seconds, but where do G2 go? I mean, right now they're just tiptoeing around, but they can't keep doing that. Partly because they'll run into deagles like that. And now niko 1 versus 3, 30 seconds. Yeah, the time of walking around like this is very soon to be over, and it's like next kill, you probably just have to try and almost run for it, but there won't be one. VSM takes him down, and MIBR win a very unlikely round.
That is, I mean, there you go. Pistols are a thing, and dualies too, Andrews. You weren't a believer. Has KNG changed your mind? You know,
Man.
Almost 3 kills with the dualies there with that setup.
I'm gonna need to see. I've got a lot of bias because for me, conceding the dualies are a thing will you know give a point to Jason, and I just don't think.
Can't let that happen.
Never. I just don't think it's worth it. So eventually, though, if it really becomes popular, I will claim that I've said it all along, and just change history that way. So
okay.
That's the plan, just so everyone knows. Join me in it if dualies become popular. Say, I can't believe Jason always said they were so bad. What a horrible analyst.
You know, it's just we're all gonna live in the present where Andrews is always right.
Listen, we for the longest time in the winning Counter-Strike, Jason was heavily critical of all American teams, saying they played horrible Counter-Strike and they should play like the Europeans. But we kept memeing that he loved American teams until the whole community believed him. And then now he's coaching an American team.
And that, exactly.
It's absolutely amazing. It's one of the best stories, really, untold in many ways.
I love it. He is definitely living the dream. He's gone full circle.
It's great. All right, 20. All right, they burned the top of
Questionable.
I've never seen that before. Next it goes down. KNG with the Aura. Talked about that earlier. A nice lineup for TRK. He'll take that all day, and I think that is going to put an end to G2 in this particular round. niko with a good headshot, but again, it's more about the time that's left. We need some of it to find all of the relevant spots and safety to put the bomb down. Even that kill on TRK, you know, like they're still just so slowed down behind it. MIBR, though, do need to call a bit of a break here and just, you know, they need to look at the clock and say, just don't give them any fights. It's not worth it. Let them come and put the bomb down, and then we can definitely go for it here. A little bit of a shoulder, but Leo, smart play. Fall back, make him throw the Molotov. I mean, every second right here counts. They are actually down. I am a little bit shocked that they even got the bomb down here. Is it going to be enough? Lucas will take him down. So now it's on Kenny with an AK to try and snipe 3 people, and he's going to have to be quick about it. They're already behind there, and Leo will take him down. Yeah, I don't think you could see the defuse either, so it might not have been actually possible. MIBR back now, 11-10.
That is the mirage, right? Where he's just kind of floating there when niko gets that bomb plant down and Lucas is coming charging around the corner. I'm just imagining niko just hitting that headshot and us being in a 2-on-2 post plant situation for G2. Dude, KNG.
I love it so much. It's the best thing, isn't it?
He's such a madman.
Oh man,
You know what
I wish I could be casting right next to them. I mean, apart from that, they hear what I was saying, but you know, outside of that, it just would be so good.
Come on, how am I blanking on his name? He reminds me when that moment right there, the guy who played Bane in
Oh, listen, don't ask me those.
Come on, Hardy, right?
Yes.
He reminds me of him there.
That's the point, yeah.
For that angle, it looks like him.
Ooh, how is that possible? They should have lost this round with, I don't know, 20 seconds to go G2, but somehow they're still in it. Next they're missing a shot. He's got help, though. He's going to get it with the Deagle, and now it's down to VSM. If they let this one go, MIBR, they are absolutely going to regret it, and there's Kenny coming in. What a miracle round for G2, and that is also MIBR just not quite respecting G2, thinking, you know what, we have got it, and then suddenly they let go of the wrong rifle at the wrong time, and this could be the map for them here. I mean, they still have money on MIBR, but that is devastating.
Tom Hardy. But yeah, it was so much of a miracle round that I was, you know, just busy looking for a reference on KNG and an actor. I'd completely written G2 off as that was going to be an eco round, and MIBR were going to take it.
They weren't meant to win that at all.
They were kind of not. But that's just the way it goes. It gets CSGO'd. 12-10. So G2, once again, back in the driver's seat and really putting MIBR's backs to the wall. Although MIBR still have 3 rounds of loss bonus, they will get quite a bit of money in the next round if they were to lose this. They have tapped their bank. So now I was going to be curious to see what is the next point here. Luca's going to be safe from the bombardment. Takes a bit of damage, but he survives. That's the issue. You have so much room in here that a single molly doesn't clear it all out. Neither do the nades. So
yeah, I mean,
you know, it's cool you cleared stairs, but you still have to check to your left if you go in there.
I think you can probably throw a molly that bounces in and clears it all.
But then does it clear stairs?
No, it definitely won't do that. But I feel like if they actually went for it, they would check, because they must know, as you said, that it's not going to clear everything. If they don't, then they've actually baited themselves into dying. So
bait. Yes.
Oh, this is looking a little bit more like the Astralis execute with the sort of with the difference obviously being niko outside. But it looks like they're going to be bombarding that inner bomb site heavily, and it's going to be hard to find a space to stop. I mean, KNG is going to be catching fire. I think that one of those Molotovs, this one, will essentially land on the low ground, or maybe it will be one of the other. There's a bunch of different ways to throw it, but yeah, bouncing on in. They actually have found a little bit of a safe spot. They're back here. TRK, they're missing that last Molotov that Astralis have. It comes a little bit too late, and TRK could have taken him down. Leo with a good spray, 15 seconds. He's out of bullets and out of life as well. It's going to be VSM last alive, and a nice flick from Kenny to take it down, and the bomb going down at B at the same time. That all worked so well, and again, we would need, you know, a couple of maybe even like 10 minutes to break down every detail of what happened. There's so many grenades. I actually thought they were missing the one in the corner. I thought they were just a little bit late with it, but it all worked out. Well done. That was, again, a cool execute out of G2.
Such an important one, too. And G2 now in the lead, 13-10, forcing MIBR into an eco situation on MIBR's map. This is the first map in this best of 3. This is MIBR's pick. Going for a big play against G2, and right now, it's looking a little grim for MIBR. Obviously, that things could change, but so far, so good for G2. Hunter, here's the footsteps. He's ready. Does Leo peek this? He has no reason to peek this. I don't think that Leo... I think Leo expects that he beat... Yep. He expects to have beaten the guy to the angle, and instead Hunter is going to get that one for free. Tough break there for Leo.
Much of this will come down to that ridiculous round over at ramp.
Yeah.
Where MIBR were just feeling a little bit too sassy.
Sassy.
Yeah, it didn't work out.
You talking to me?
That's painful. I don't think it's quite up there with the Astralis round on Dust 2, but it's still not good. You don't get to do that at this level of Counter-Strike. One mistake like that could definitely cost everything. Hunter clearing the path for his team. They've got time to make up their mind, so seeing if he can find any huge stacks. He is gonna, well, he's gonna know TRK is there, and they just spotted the second one, so they knew 2 out of 3 are on the A bomb site, and that's plenty enough for the math to work out in their favor if they go to B. If, you know, probably a 6-year-old could do it. You know.
Impeccable stuff, actually. They managed to clear it all out. Free bomb plant on that lower site. UMP recovered, and all 3 players here for MIBR kind of grouped up. Unfortunately for them, there's only the UMP. Unless they can find niko next or Kenny S. There isn't a whole lot to save.
Should say for a future reference, things like actors' names and what movies they played in, it's just like, that's a game I can never play. I just
love Tom Hardy from Monster. That was the first time that I saw him, and he was a monster in that movie.
Well, I mean, I like all those things, but I just can't remember. I don't remember people's names in that.
Same. I'm terrible too.
Some issue there in my brain. I only have space for really useful and like useless information. Just spend my time researching things. It's good, but will it make a difference?
Yes. If this draws out now and MIBR are able to pick up this round, G2 are going to wish that they had those AKs.
Maybe. It's such a stretch. I like the double up though.
Yeah, double up AUG. Oof. This could get spicy. Kenny's been hitting shots though, so it's on these guys. ESM is starting to wake up. He was lagging a bit behind. KNG is just doing solid, which we expected from him on Nuke. Right. Mid-air. Thankfully, this is CSGO, and he can alter his course mid-air.
Yeah, he's like, wait a minute.
I want out of this.
Abort the mission right away. So what do they do, G2? They're all grouped up inside. I mean, that in itself will potentially leave some space outside. I don't know if one of them there, niko, is keeping an eye. Okay, hard to tell on the minimap. But yeah, he is keeping an eye outside, which is, I mean, that's super important. Small detail, but don't want to have a round where MIBR suddenly starts sneaking up and being aggressive outside and you don't even realize. VSM has fallen incredibly far back. It's too late to buy anything. Drive the forklift into them.
Oh, they've been pretty aggressive out here with the flanks into hell, under heaven, right? So,
yeah, I like this play. I don't like how late it's being made. Like, I think it's all very, very cool for G2, but the fact that they're going to be here 35 seconds, one little bump in the road here, Semler, and this is going to go horribly wrong for them. All right, niko, he's going to show up here. VSM's been waiting his whole life in TCT spawn, and he's going to get rewarded. He gets the kill, and now it looks a lot more doable, though. Bombers are going to go down, but it's still a 4-on-3, and Hunter is tagged low. The bomb is going to be planted, sure, but how can you defend this right here? Some more bang coming out, which is fine for Lucas, because he's just waiting for his team to show up instead of going for it. If he opens the door and dies, it gives a huge chance to G2. They do have a Molotov on Kenny, and there is a smoke on VSM. Those are 2 grenades that are really worth thinking about in this retake here. And I think MIBR, yeah, they have to go for it. Currently, they don't have a kit picked up, so need to run a bit faster here. Missed chance for Hunter. That bomb is still ticking, and they're being very, very slow about it. Are they not even going to try? I mean, yeah, there we finally go, but I think it might have been too late. It's up, and the Molotov! It does go through and land on top, and that is all that they will need in this round to make sure they win it. 15 for G2. Not a lot of time. Very, very close. It doesn't matter if they all blow up. It's so worth it.
Indeed. That's expensive. Big round. Will they have made it out with enough here? I mean, one of those AWPs gets saved. That could be VSM holding on to it. They can pass it over to KNG. There isn't money to buy another. It's looking like it will get handed over to KNG. So rifles in play now for MIBR, just barely getting 3. Oh, a 4th. There we go. A little bit of money left over on TRK. He's going to go light on the nades. G2 full buy on their side, but this is map point for G2. 15-10. And looking very good indeed.
Oh, yeah. Limited grenades, 1 kit, no armor on KNG at all. They are really, really scrapping for it here. Leo going down. Nexa does get tagged next, and TRK is going to be dropped. So now it's a 3-on-3, but they're low on health there on the G2 side. Amanek wanted to put that grenade out, but it did cost him his life. The question is, how much can Kenny do from this corner now? He has got the bomb, so I'd say, yeah, throw. Oh, no, not while getting tagged. It's really awkward at the moment. Yeah, there we go. Time to pass it on over, but KNG is now looking for it. He's going to get a bullet to the face. 3-on-3. If Kenny's back there, can he do enough damage from this position? I think this is what it comes down to.
Just barely misses out. Clever stuff coming in, though. The rotation back through hut. G2 might assume that that is going to be open. Lucas is going to peek upper, and yeah, just too many angles. It looks like they've managed to get both drops. Lucas taking Hunter, and that's a big one. And so both AWPs are going to be held onto here for MIBR, and they buy themselves another chance at pushing this to overtime. Only option for them now.
Was it TRK that took down Nexa as he came through the hut? I think that fight probably was what made the difference in that particular defense. So sometimes 1 kill is enough. Although we love the triple spray downs, but sometimes you just have to get that 1 kill that's meant for you, and then that can be enough for everyone else to take over. 15-11. Don't want to be playing too much of that what-if game, but what if they hadn't lost that round earlier too?
Yeah, but I mean, G2 lost an anti-eco as well, you know? So it all balances out in the end. It's
in the universe.
Yeah, exactly. It's karmic or something. You know? So it all makes sense, Anders. And right now, at least as far as G2 are concerned, they are going to be able to get a reasonable buy. They're still going up against some pretty heavy firepower. And so this is the setup coming in from G2 now. Nades are going to be sailing in. Molly's over the top. Going to force not quite clear this position. TRK can still stand on the hut. Footsteps does not sound unlikely. Niko just hoping to probe a little bit here.
Yeah, first volley of nades. They have a second barrage. It won't be nearly as impressive, but very often on this nuke map, I mean, 1 good flashbang as you're coming through from those ceiling windows could be enough. Niko has a flashbang and a Molotov, so he could relocate to try and help out. That's the Molotov for the hut, so he's going to be setting that one up, and we'll see how this goes. 50 seconds. Grenades, they could also switch to doing, they don't have to go for A just because they throw the grenades. It could be a fake. But again, they're running this clock low on time. It's not devastating. It's making me slightly nervous.
Nicely done. The defense holds so far on this upper side as you're right, they are running out of time on the side of G2. 20 seconds left on the clock now, and they are still stuck behind smokes. Nexa can't even go out. He's going to get spotted. Yep. If you start mincing about there, the gun barrel sticks out before your body, and so you're just dead. 10 seconds now. Kenny S just needs to die. Does hit the headshot on Lucas. That was nice, but that's all he's going to get. 15-12. No bomb plant means a round of eco coming up for G2, and another chance for MIBR to get another round on the board and to get this 1 round closer to overtime.
Man, that really was a profoundly uninspiring round from
yeah, I wonder why it got so wonky.
I think that smoke that went up in Squeak, it's like that was just the, that was the thing that brought their whole strategy down. They were like, oh no, we hadn't counted on smokes being thrown. Now, nothing.
Right.
Fair play. It's also 2 people shooting right into it, so I guess that's all a bit rough in the end. 12-15. We are getting kind of late into this map, and the money But G2 not quite there, seeing as they didn't get the bomb down. Even if they had, I don't think they would have been that impressive. So, could well be 15-13 before G2 have a chance to do something here again.
I wonder, are MIBR over in Serbia as well? Seems like they're using the same LAN cafe that everybody's been using. There's like a facility over there, isn't there?
Yeah, Cloud9 there.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, we'll see. Very quick stuff. Right down the ramp, and they are ready. TRK does not let Niko's feet touch the ground.
Oh, replays are needed right away. Just remember to send any children out of the room, because I have a feeling that he looked like he was so far down the vent.
Yeah.
This is like the bullet traveled down with him somehow.
Curved.
Maybe maybe it doesn't look that way from his point of view, but I was shocked for a minute there. All right, let's see. Okay, he sees him. I cannot even believe it. He actually shoots him through the side of it. Oh, that is pure filth, isn't it?
Wait, what?
I really enjoy that. Yeah, show me again, slower.
Gross.
Even slower next time. What a wonderful shot. Here we go. They're gonna do it like this. This is MIBR holding on to this as much as they can, taking down niko outside. Lucas swinging wide with the orb. They just need 4 more kills, and at the very least, they're gonna have a chance here. The money is gonna be good for them. It won't be that impressive with G2. They've got so much going for them. We had a fair share of overtime yesterday. If we could do it again here on the first map, I mean, again, it does just bring it to such a high attention point when you start playing in overtime. Everyone feels it. I partly wonder if some of these slowdowns here for G2 that we've seen in the last 3 or 4 rounds are based off of wanting MIBR to walk into some fights, you know? Just saying, come on, like, give us a crazy fight. And the way that MIBR are playing most of the time, you'd think, yeah, they probably would get some of those fights, but they haven't really got them. They're going to slow it down this time, though, going straight into it. Leo shooting 2 in the back end. TRK there with a headshot as well. And it'll be over without a single loss on the MIBR side. And we're going to go to the 30th round. Here we are.
What even was that? How is the comms not coming through? Are they not realizing that he's standing right there, TRK? Or no, it was Leo, but I mean, still. Hits that shot, and it's Kenny S. Oh, maybe a little bit slow from Kenny on the comms, but the rest of the guys were already moving through.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Heck, KNG getting hype.
Well, let's see if we can... They have even more hype left in the tank if they can get it up and going if they go into overtime. They must have this round. Secondary smoke up there. Ooh, and Lucas right through. It's niko again to go down. He's going to be furious. And look at what they have to fight with here. Mac 10s and 1 single Tech 9. This is not looking good at the moment at all. Well, it is for MIBR, but for G2, who are thinking this map is already ours, we've already essentially done it. Just need to think about the next one. Well, not quite so fast. VSM does get burned quite down low. And KNG needs to hit a quick shot here with the AWP, which he will on Kenny. And that will confirm that the bomb is here. Oh, nice mid-air shot. And that is... And 10,000 starting money, you know, MR6. So it's gonna be first to 19. That's what we're looking for. MR3. Regardless, you get the point. 19. That's the number you need to remember. Forget everything else I said.
And a fresh start for G2, but they were definitely looking lackluster. They lost 5 rounds in a row to allow MIBR to force overtime here. And as you guys can see, obviously, through the cams, that MIBR are the team that just gets so hype. They're going to be ready. They're going to be dialed in for this. And well, again, next up, just holding the push against Squeak. Waiting to see if anybody's going to come for information. We're going to get the smoke wall down outside once again.
Yeah, a bit earlier as well. Again, I'm happy to see that the clock isn't saying 40 seconds at this point, because that's really been a feature of a lot of these rounds. Which, again, I don't mind if they wait 40 seconds because they then snipe in a kill somewhere that MIBR weren't expecting, but if they get nothing, that's a lot of time that they wish they could have back a little bit later on. 50 seconds now. They are inside of the lobby with the bomb, and niko's out here. Again, he just actually needs 1 kill to set this all off. So let's see if he can instead. Nexa goes down. niko, time is running out on this play. You have to do it, and he's not even going to look. KNG takes him down. So again, a lot of time off the clock, and you're not getting exactly the result that you're hoping for. 3 versus 4 here, and MIBR well on their way to winning this first round of overtime. Keep it Cool MNX though with a flank. Oh no! Oh no! It falls apart for them just like that! From a 3-on-4 into a 1-on-3 as G2 just somehow click every last piece of the puzzle into play in the last possible second.
It's just a roller coaster, isn't it?
That is that's so cool to watch.
Oh,
I was getting ready to call that round already. I was like, that's out. It's done.
Yeah, we're on Nuke. It's CT side for Brazil, and they just lost the first CT side, and they're not even saving any of the big guns. All right, wait, hold on. There's an AWP pickup. This is crucial for Lucas. He absolutely needs to keep this alive. KNG and VSM used all of their money. They're not going to be able to really go buying big guns again. And, of course, G2 are aware of this. They've just got AKs, no save possible, and G2 just made their lives so much easier.
Yeah, well.
Now if somebody drops an AWP, cool, but then it means that they're going to be very light on their own buy. And so life got just a whole lot more interesting here for MIBR. That's crazy.
It does move the pressure up, doesn't it? Yeah, I can understand. I mean, I can't speak Portuguese, but I get a sense of what's going on here. Like,
we're all gonna calm down. We're all gonna breathe. We're all gonna calm down. We're all not gonna make noise. And like 2 seconds later, bah! What did I just say?
I mean, that must be frustrating because you're like, they're running out of time. They can't do anything, and then boom, 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 3 people are dead, and you've lost the round. That was very fast. All right, 16-15. They have put everything nearly in terms of money into this round on the MIBR side. So yeah, the pressure is on your right. This round certainly matters. Almost counts for 2. Almost. FURIA MIBR at least.
Ooh, big shots again here from Lucas.
My God.
Nicely done there by Nexa. That's unreal. That HE does not get a follow-up. 3 HP on Nexa, 14 on Kenny. But a man advantage for G2. As long as those guys are alive, it's still big because look at all the utility. Had they gone down, that would have just been disastrous for G2. Instead, it's quite a bit of utility used by MIBR already. And now we get to set up G2 making the call. Use the nades while everybody's alive. And does niko finally get some results out here in Yard? He's just been so quiet all map long.
Look at KNG. He's pushed up so far into this, and he's going to find the kill on MNX. That's a huge one, but he can't get the next one. Nexa quick with the headshot to find his second target. That's really amazing. niko going down. 3-on-3 right here. And now the health advantage should make a difference, unless, of course, you run into that AWP like Lucas just did. 40 seconds. They know the bomb is in lobby. That was the one thing as well that KNG managed to do, is to find it. It's Kenny again on the hunt. And now TRK, I mean, he's 1-on-3, but again, they're low on health. It's kind of doable here. If you can get a quick kill on one of them. Oh no, but Nexa finding nothing but headshots. He got 2 of those kills with 3 health. And that is a real problem now for MIBR.
Yeah. Their money is gone, Anders. They're going to be going into a Deagle Kevlar buy in the last round. What's blowing my mind right now is that niko is still on single digits.
Yeah.
Single digits, 9 kills for niko. He is yet to find any real impact here on Nuke. Definitely going to be keeping an eye on him for Dust 2 to see if he can give us a repeat performance of what we saw against Astralis. He's definitely going to need to make up for it a bit. But I mean, clearly, I don't know. He definitely needs to make up for it a bit. I mean, his teammates are just doing all the work right now. It's fantastic for him.
It's true, but maybe, I mean, if you wanted to turn it into a positive, you could say it's nice to see that G2 are working without niko dropping, 35 kills or something. Because I actually think that would be the most disappointing outcome if this became the let's carry niko to, to getting a bunch of kills kind of team. Which I would have been shocked if it was, but, that would have been the most tragic outcome of putting this whole lineup together. So,
it is so hard to do that these days, though, isn't it? To just have a hard carry.
Doesn't really seem to be a feature any longer, does it?
No, we do have one of the OG hard carries, though. Apart from niko, of course, niko in his own right, but Kenny S back in the day was, I mean, Titan was pretty much built around Kenny S. Just breaking people's backs.
There we go, 18-15. 3 rounds in a row in overtime going to G2. And that is obviously huge. Now they just need a single one out of the 3 that they're about to play on the CT side. It sounds super doable.
bit of a chat coming in here from Marek as well. Getting them focused up. But on the CT side, I mean, G2, MIBR got quite a few results on, it was 8-7, right? At the end of the first half. So MIBR, they did well on T side. It's not like it's going to be a weak one-sided affair, but there's so much pressure now on MIBR. You need a flawless half just to get another round of overtime. So,
yeah,
all or nothing now for MIBR.
I think, maybe I'm misremembering. I think they won like maybe the last 3 rounds in regulation. They didn't lose anyone almost, MIBR. Ooh, it was something absolutely ridiculous like that.
That would be wild.
I mean, that was them playing the CT side, right? So not to say that it carries on over into the T side, but still, they did do a pretty good job there. Anyway, Kenny with the AWP, KNG with the AWP. All the money back on everyone across the board here. Who is going to be the first one to try and take a battle here on MIBR? If you lose that, you're going to feel like, man, I might have just given the map to the other side. But someone is going to have to do it. All in lobby for the minute. Amanek, aggressive push. He's got a teammate there behind him in Nexa. I really like this. This is really cool for G2. Now, they still might get caught by it. Walking in close, Leo is right around the corner, and he's been so lethal. He does get shoulder peeked and actually gets tagged, and he wasn't expecting a second player there. Going to be falling back, but also Hunter went down. In the meantime.
That's unfortunate for Lucas. Nobody there. But yeah, you're right. Hunter goes down. Shot possible for Kenny. He's going to get that molly to buy some time.
I'm sure VSM would love to sneak around in the mini. He knows where Kenny is.
Yeah, he's here, isn't it?
Yep.
Kenny? Oh, I thought he was going to commit.
He's really backing up into. Oh! What? He is so lightning fast! What was that? He's not even scoped. And just has.
What was that?
Absolutely absurd reflexes, doesn't he? 20 seconds now. This is definitely not done, but they do have the luxury of finding essentially an undefended bomb site down here, so you're always going to take that if you can. Ooh, Kenny showing up just in time. 12 seconds, opening the door, seeing the gun barrel. But yeah, the bomb should be going down. At least they're going to try niko. Oh, he could cancel the whole party, but he doesn't get the right target. Oh, there it is. And that is going to be it. Amanek staying safe. It's 19-15. What a great return for Kenny if you compare with Inferno last night. He definitely did a lot more on this one. Some cool vintage Kenny shots coming out.